Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Happy New Year to everyone joining as well. My name is JC Giraldi. I'm one of the regional sales directors here for Pinnacle Financial Services. I want to welcome you to an excellent Monday afternoon here talking about lead opportunities. As we can see, we're going to talk about how you can fuel your growth with lead programs that actually work. Pinnacle Financial, we definitely vet a lot of different lead programs and want to ensure that our agencies and agents are using not only the most compliant lead programs, but also lead programs that will help them grow their book of business and continue to retain these members as well. So once again, just a few housekeeping items. Everybody is muted. If you have any questions, though, please feel free to drop it in the chat. And before we begin, want to extend a invitation to everybody here joining us today to the next Pinnacle Championship Series that we are excited to announce. There will be more information incoming on this, but just want to give you a quick preview. Pinnacle Financial, typically we hold our Pinnacle Championship Series right before AEP. I'm excited to announce that we will be hosting the next Pinnacle Championship Series this March the 12th in beautiful, sunny Las Vegas, Nevada at the Allegiant Stadium where the Raiders play. So if you've never been to Vegas or you have been, please, everyone on the call, we will be sending out information if you haven't seen it already, and we would love to host you there. One of the premier networking events for Medicare, life, ancillary, annuities, anything you can think of. We're there to help you not only learn more about these products and vectors, but also grow your agency and grow your book. So I want to extend that invitation. If anybody here has any questions about the upcoming Pinnacle Championship Series, please feel free to reach out to me or anyone at the sales team here at Pinnacle Financial. But without further ado, let's get the ball rolling here on the lead programs. So first, I want to talk about lead concepts. For anyone on the call that has or has not taken advantage of direct mailers and seminar selling, this is a very exciting opportunity. A lot of individuals this year, I've noticed, are going more of a telephonic route, going more of a grassroots route, whether that be at pharmacies or retail opportunities, which you definitely have that. But if you are selling face-to-face, I would challenge everyone on this call to attempt the seminar selling avenue. It's very, very fruitful, especially since you're talking to individuals that will be turning 65 within the next 3 months or within the next 6 months. As we know with Medicare, that is the highest commission you can earn as an agent, upwards of almost $800 in some states, so definitely lucrative. But with lead concepts, they offer some different opportunities. First off, with seminar selling, they have programs at around $630 per event. The agent is required to provide the venue and cover the cost for food. But of course, with Pinnacle Financial, should you need assistance in locating this, we will be more than happy to assist with that. Of course, talk to your respective sales director or the sales team, and we can help you find an optimal venue. But lead concepts will help you fill that room. They're going to design, print, and of course, help with the postage for the mailers to get individuals out there that are T65 or looking for information on plans. You can also work with them to customize the parameters that suit your needs. So had some great results with lead concepts when it comes to seminar selling. Again, they will help you with demographic information. They'll let you know what events are going on in your area, what cities are hot, which ones are not. So we'll make sure that it's definitely worth your while. They also work with direct mailer campaigns, $670 per 1,000-piece mailers, which is not bad at all. But again, with lead concepts, it is a one-stop shop. They're going to help design, print, and put postage on those mailers to be returned. You can customize the parameters to meet your needs. Also with lead concept, they're never going to recycle or sell your lead. That's a major thing. Like I said at the very beginning of the webinar, we work with select lead vendors that we know will not be reselling your information. There's no point in working with some of these fly-by-night companies that offer you something that's a little too good to be true. You get a bunch of members, but then next enrollment season, or heck, even 3 months down the road, you're getting calls from your members that you just signed up telling you, I'm getting a new call from a new agent. and it's that lead vendor reselling the information. So with lead concepts, they will not be selling your information twice, which is why we really, really like them. Now, with lead concepts, they'd love to connect. If you have some questions for them, I want to leave this on screen. Anybody wants to screenshot it, you have their contact info and the email. They're very prompt. They will get back in touch with you before end of business day. But I would definitely suggest, if you're looking to expand into direct mailers, if you've never done it, if you've never done seminar selling for educational events or sales events, this is definitely one of the vendors I would recommend. They, again, full service mail house, which differentiates them from a lot of other vendors in the same space. And they've been in the direct mail lead generation space for over 30 years. So they have that wealth of knowledge and they know what they're doing. So I'll leave this on for a few more seconds so anybody can screenshot this and gather their contact info if interested in using lead concepts. All right. Now, the other lead vendor that we do use for these types of events is Leading Response, another excellent lead vendor when it comes to seminar selling. They also distinguish themselves for having over 29 years in this market. They are excellent when it comes to seminar selling, have a lot of great agent interactions with them, but they've done over 1.7 million seminar events. They're hyper local, so they will give you the granular details as to what locations, what counties they're getting more traction in, who's holding events, who's not, if it's a saturated market or not. Venue optimization, they can actually assist you with the venue, and they'll let you know which venues are getting more traction than others, provide you with high yielding zip codes and demographic response data. So very analytical when it comes to Leading Response. Really like them for that. I'm a numbers person, and I see a few of the names here in the meeting. I know you guys are as well. So if you're looking to break into seminar selling, again, Leading Response is another excellent option if you're looking for more of that granular and data-driven detail as to which locations, which markets you should be targeting to yield the most enrollments. Now, with Leading Response, I also wanted to demonstrate or show what one of their mailers would look like. As we could see some examples on the top left, this was a T65 mailer at a local Piccadilly, but very vibrant, as you could see, very eye-catching. I mean, think about all the pieces of mail that someone that's turning 65 truly gets. They're getting bombarded non-stop by carriers, by CMS. So you need to send something that's really going to stick out. Obviously, everybody likes a happy birthday card, and the top right kind of looks like that. So really nice. Wishing them a early 65th birthday and inviting them to a complimentary dinner event. This particular event for this agent was really nice. I think they had over 65 or close to 70 individuals attend, and this agent wrote close to 10 enrollments, which, if you think about it, over 10 enrollments right there, they netted probably close to $7,000, $8,000 in commissions just for those 10 enrollments, as they were all new to Medicare T65. So as you can see as well, on the bottom left corner, you have the contact information for Leading Response, Miss Lisa Halava. She will definitely respond to you very quickly. I'll also leave this on the screen for a few moments so that you can take a picture of it, and feel free to reach out to Lisa directly. On the right-hand side as well, there's another flyer. Just want to show you there. Pinnacle Financial, should you guys ever need assistance with creating these flyers, Pinnacle, we do also assist with that. But working with Leading Response and any one of these lead vendors, they also have their in-house design teams too. So you're going to have double the resources when going with Leading Response, which is very nice. But again, as you can see, with the one on the right, it's a Medicare Made Easy event. This one was a dinner as well with 2 separate dates. And you can see it was for the villages. For anybody that knows the villages, very hot for T65 and individuals that are Medicare eligible. So this was also another well-attended event. But again, you get what you pay for with Leading Response. They're going to be able to provide you with that great data to know where you should be holding your event, when you should be holding it. They'll let you know how many people. Again, I've seen Leading Response events reach up to 80 individuals that were attending and RSVP'd. So that's not quite the norm. So don't want to get anybody's hopes up and say you're going to get 80 people at these events. But nonetheless, it's available to you there. And depending on your demographic and where you're trying to hold it, there's a possibility you could get quite a few enrollments from these educational events. So if you've never worked them, please feel free to reach out to myself or the sales team so we can bounce some ideas off each other and game plan on how to make these educational events as successful as possible for everyone involved. So definitely feel free to reach out to Lisa over at Leading Response. They're awesome. Now, let's talk a little bit about LeadStar Marketplace. This was a very, very exciting lead vendor this AEP. We got a lot of traction. LeadStar, Pinnacle has been working with them for a few years now, but this year more than any, I personally saw many agents that I recommended use LeadStar Marketplace for inbound telephonic calls that have never used or never sold telephonically. These were field agents exclusively and nothing but positive feedback. They loved it. With LeadStar Marketplace, this is a marketplace where you can purchase inbound telephonic leads. In a moment, I'm going to show you the different price points, but I'm happy to tell you the reason that it was so successful during AEP 2025 is that they slashed those prices in half, team. They cut the prices in half for the leads, and these are not leads that you're having to outbound dial. You're not cold calling individuals. These are premium, hot leads that someone is calling you directly, wanting more information on a plan in their area, wanting information on the advertisement they either received in the mail or saw on TV. So this is a prospect that is ready to enroll more often than not. The great thing about these types of leads, team, is that you can gather a scope of appointment on an inbound call, but you do not have to wait the 48 hours for the scope rule. It is an inbound call initiated by the member. As long as it is an inbound call initiated by the member, you do not have to wait the 48 hours. You can circumvent that. You gather your scope, you do all your necessary steps compliantly, and you can enroll them right then and there. That's another big, big thing with these types of leads. But the reason we really like LeadStar, again, it's guaranteed compliance. All leads are sourced and reviewed for full TCPA and CMS compliance. It does have a built-in recorder as well. For those who are not familiar, per CMS regulations, any telephonic call, if you're not face-to-face, whether it be telephonic, whether it be video conference, it has to be recorded and retained for a 10-year period. The great thing with LeadStar is that they have the built-in recording technology and storage for you. You're not having to find a way, or not going to have to find the way of how to save it. You're not going to have to pay anything additional out of pocket for that compliance aspect. So that's really nice. They have, again, call and exclusive data leads. They do offer data leads and in-person leads, which I'll review. But this last AP, I would say the most successful avenue that I saw personally was for the telephonic inbound calls. Quite a few agents utilized it. They bought in, and they had nothing but success. And then, of course, I want to show you a little bit about the self-serve platform. It's first to market and unique in the industry. All you have to basically do, if you're interested, we send you a registration link for LeadStar Marketplace. There is a quick training video, and then, of course, there's additional training should you need so. But it is an inbound telephonic call, again, initiated by the member. They also have the option for inbound transfers, where they speak to someone within the team, and the call is transferred to you. So there's a bit of a buffer in between. But again, TCPA and CMS compliant, so you don't have to worry about not being compliant with these calls. The calls are recorded automatically. They do Medicare and final expense, as well as other products, including ACA, which is very nice for those who sell both. Inbound calls on your schedule. So this is something that you turn on, team. You're not set to a stringent schedule. You don't have to work, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This works on your time. So if you have a 4-hour block where you don't have any appointments and it's a Tuesday, log on to LeadStar Marketplace, purchase a few leads, and you'll start getting those calls. These leads do work better when you are licensed in multiple states. Obviously, you'll get a few more calls in different locations. But for those who do not sell in different states, I would challenge you to do so. In New Jersey, for example, the new to Medicare commissions are over $800, over $400 for renewals. In Florida, they're closer to $650 for someone new to Medicare. California, over $800. So if you're in a state where your new to Medicare, your renewal commission isn't the max, I would challenge you to get licensed in these states and try LeadStar Marketplace. You can designate which states you want to sell in and what type of leads you want to receive. Again, they have Age Lead Marketplace, real-time exclusive data leads, and a light integrated CRM for you to follow up with these members even post-enrollment. As we know, that's a major component too. The first part is obviously getting them on board with the enrollment, but the main job is to keep them on. We're in this industry to retain our book, not to just do a quick flip. So more than anything, when you're selling over the phone, you have to have a very strong sale in the sense of really explaining the benefits to the member, making sure that they understand it, making sure they understand that you are their agent and they can reach out to you whenever they have a question. That's obviously a different component when you're face-to-face. When you're face-to-face, they see you. There's more of a buy-in there. When you're over the phone, all you have is your voice. But if anyone on the call has any questions about LeadStar or wants any assistance on how to really start your telephonic inbound sales journey, anyone on this or any one of the sales directors at Pinnacle Financial, we have background in telesales. We'd be more than happy to get you trained and ready to roll with LeadStar because, again, we've seen a really, really big boost when it comes to this platform. As you can see, the email on the bottom, leadstar@leadstarhub.com, or you can request access at leadstarhub.com. I'd suggest shoot an email to leadstar@leadstarhub if you're requesting access. We'll get you the registration link and get you up and running on the platform. Also want to go over really quickly some of the costs. Again, these costs were slashed in half this AEP. So this is the time. If you ever wanted to do telephonic sales, this is the time to do it. I see a lot of lead vendors for inbound transfers ranging anywhere from $40, $30, even $60. If you look at this right now, a Medicare digital inbound call, meaning the member is calling you, you're not calling them, $20 for that lead. That's a tremendous price point for one call. They do ACA inbounds for $20. Final expense inbound transfers for $37. The difference between the transfer team and the inbound call, the transfer means that the member is going to speak to someone before they speak to you, then it will be transferred your way. Some good merits to utilizing the transfers, but to me, I want to get the most bang for my buck, excuse me. So I would definitely strive for either the digital inbounds at $20 for ACA, Medicare, and then the $27 for final expense if you are selling those products. If you sell Medicare Advantage or Medicare Supplement and you're not selling final expense, I would also challenge you to do so to get contracted with final expense team. It's a big cross-section with individuals at that turning 65 range that maybe they've never even thought about final expense and you just offer it to them. You just got yourself an additional commission. They got another product. The likelihood of them sticking on your book of business just doubled because you offer them a very vital product that they had no knowledge of. So you just want to keep this on the screen for a few moments. And then on the bottom right, I want you to take a look at the Medicare Advantage in-person appointments. LeadStar's also ventured into the in-person appointment, which is really, really nice. I'm going to show you some information on the in-person appointments in a moment, but I want to talk about LeadStar in person because we've also had some really good feedback from them. With the in-person appointment at $90, what this is basically going to do for you, team, this is going to be an appointment that is set on your calendar for a prospect that wants to meet with a local representative. Why pay $90, you ask? Because what LeadStar will do, they will find the member for you, they will do the scope of appointment for you, and they will put it on your calendar. So by the time you meet with this individual, the 48-hour rule has already been met. They are eligible for A and B, and you have a list of interests in what they're looking for, whether that be dental, transportation, more flexibility with their plan, etc. You're basically going in there with half the battle won. It's very, very high yielding. We've had some good success with the in-person appointments. So with LeadStar, really, they work how you work. If you prefer to do it telephonically over the phone from the comfort of your home, you have the option to do so. If you want to work in the field exclusively and you like those in-person appointments at a $90 price point, very, very affordable considering the landscape for in-person appointments. If you want to dabble in a bit of both, you can do so. Some of the top agents we saw during AEP did a bit of both. The days that they had quite a few appointments, they stuck to the field. The other days where they did not have as many in-person appointments, they worked for 4 or 5 hours from the comfort of their home, got 2 or 3 sales in that one session. So again, any questions about LeadStar, please feel free to reach out to our sales team or myself directly. Would be more than happy to get you rolling with them. I anticipate a very, very big year for LeadStar for 2026. They're just getting started, and we want to help you get on that wave. Now, next company I want to talk about here is Medicare Express. This is one of the lead vendors that we work with. Been working with them for a few years now. They do in-person leads. Some really great success with them. So I just want to show you a little bit about what these meetings entail and what their process is. So with Medicare Express, they are generating meetings similar to LeadStar, like I just discussed. The great thing about them is they are going to create the meeting for you. The first part is they're going to have a 7 to 8 minute conversation on the phone with the consumer. They're going to qualify them or disqualify them based on what they're calling for. They're going to identify what they want and need and see if it is available in their market. If someone is calling for a C-SNP, they're going to vet to see if the C-SNP is available, D-SNP, etc., whatever their needs and wants may be. The beneficiary will know what carriers will be a great fit for them. Again, in that 7 to 8 minute conversation, Medicare Express representative is going to warm them up for you. They're going to get them excited, let them know, yes, what you are looking for is available in your area. I am going to schedule an appointment with a licensed individual that will be able to either meet with you at your home, meet with you at a location. So these are high intent, pre-qualified in-person sales meetings. Medicare Express will also do that scope of appointment for you. So before you even meet with this individual, you will have that 48-hour rule met, and you will have a copy of that scope of appointment. It's a voice scope that they do. They give you a copy of it so you can even listen to that recording, which is really great, so you can hear exactly what the member is saying. Your beneficiary will then get sent a 12-minute video so that they understand the process and what the next steps are, so that when you contact them, Medicare Express will let you know, hey, this person would like to meet with you. Here is their contact information. Here is the date that they are willing to meet with you. We always suggest you give them a call to establish your relationship with them. Let them know that you are a local agent that's licensed and will be willing to meet with them at their desired location. But at that point, again, half the battle is won. The scope of appointment is done. You got their needs and wants. All you have to do is give them that explanation of benefits and why the plan that you are suggesting is the one that meets their needs, and you'll be able to enroll them, of course, with that valid election period. This time of year is a great time to do this, team. Obviously, we are an OEP. With OEP, we know we have we know we can't market OEP, of course, per CMS rules, but we know it's available to us, especially during the month of January. For those who aren't aware, with OEP, it lasts from January to March, but again, it's a one-time enrollment, meaning if someone used that OEP enrollment period for a February 1st effective, they cannot use that again in March or in February, etc. So January is really a good month to attack it. You're going to be fresh. It's the last enrollment that sticks. So if you're interested in in-person appointments with Medicare Express, we highly, highly suggest them. But they do work year-round. So even outside of OEP, they do work. They have chronic campaigns that they work with in certain areas that offer chronic and 5-star plans. So they'll work with you in that regard. Also want to show you just really quick. This was one of the agencies that we used last year for Medicare Express. Just kind of want to show you the amount of meetings that some of the agents purchased versus some of the enrollments that they got. I mean, something that sticks out to me right off the bat, just looking at the all agents, they have 188 meetings completed with 102 apps submitted at a 54% conversion rate. I mean, I would think critically, if everyone on this call, think about what Lead Avenue is going to give you, almost a 50% conversion rate. Pretty tremendous, I would say so. I mean, last AP, we saw some agents convert almost at an 80%. Obviously, that's not the norm, but that agent in particular, he went all in on Medicare Express. Very versed with field sales and in-person meetings, and it was tremendous for him. So he did really good. But as you can see, the top agent, look at this first person, 56 meetings at a 46% converted, almost an 82% conversion. That's tremendous. And that's just from one lead source right there. with them. And then, agent 6 didn't really go too crazy, only got 12 leads with 7. But even at that, they purchased 12 leads and sold more than half of them. That is a tremendous conversion rate. Agent 5 didn't do so good, but nonetheless, purchased 20, got 4 at a 20% conversion. So you can see there's a bit of a mix there. But again, we're willing to work with you here at Pinnacle. If you think you need some training with in-person sales, we're more than willing to sit down with you with our national training and sales team to get you up and running and make sure you can maximize all of these opportunities afforded to you. Medicare Express, really, really great company. Again, they're going to do everything they can to make sure they do their part to get that enrollment and make sure that it meets the demands of the member. It's not just about getting an enrollment. We want to make sure that this truly meets the needs of the member so that they stick on your books. That's always the name of the game, and we want to do it compliantly. So with MedExpress, it's $100 per appointment, so not too different from what LeadStar was. But $100 appointment, they have less than 10% no-shows, and they're going to use a calendar program. So basically, you give them access to your calendar, whether it's Google, Apple, etc., whatever you use, Outlook, and they're going to put these meetings on your calendar, including the information for the member, so you can reach out to them. I'll leave this on screen for a few moments. As you can see on the right-hand side, you'll have the contact information for the representatives that work with Medicare Express. Great, great people. Please reach out to them directly if you have any questions, or reach out to the Pinnacle sales team. We'll get you up and running with them. And yeah, again, this is a great time to take advantage as we have that built-in enrollment period. A lot of individuals that switched during AEP, remember the landscape, everybody. There was a lot of non-commissionable plans, a lot of confusion. Pinnacle Financial, we are one of the top FMOs when it comes to making sure that our agents and agencies are aware. Obviously, we get a lot of information sent our way from different carriers and a lot of emails. Things can get lost in the fold. But this year, there was a lot of confusion with what is commissionable and what is not commissionable. There was a lot of service area reductions that members may not even be aware of until they go to the pharmacy or go to the doctor and use their insurance. So January is a tremendous month for you to be the first to act and seal in that OEP election period. Because once you use it in January, you cannot use it again in February or March. You're done. It's a one-time shot. It gives your members, again, a second chance. So definitely make sure that we're utilizing that correctly. All right, I'll leave this a few more seconds here so you guys can take a quick snapshot and we'll move on. All right, so let's take a look really quick here at Reminder Media. This is one of the newer lead vendors that we've been working with some great success as well. They're going to be providing you with a personalized, branded, not just magazine, but I would say a digital platform. I'm going to show you the different verticals and things that they have to offer, but one of the main things is you can customize your own magazine. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, if you have an office, everybody has, Time Magazine, ESPN, all that good stuff. Wouldn't it be nifty if when someone waited in your lobby, they saw a magazine with your picture on it, with your words, something that'll generate buzz, something you can distribute to your local partners, any doctor's offices that you're working with, any local events that you are hosting. So this is a great, great opportunity. They're going to generate, of course, a great way for you to network through a branded magazine. As you can see an example, one of the pictures and the wording and the stock picture that they're using, you get to customize all of that, team. Again, you gave your clients the option to contract to get a bi-monthly subscription for your own professional publication. You can call the recipients that have subscribed to you. Of course, this is a great way to generate leads that way as well. And just want to show you some of the other things that they offer here. So they're going to be able to help you customize your magazine, not only on the front cover, you get that front inside cover, the back cover, and you even get some tear out cards as well. They have a full in-house design team, so they'll help you from start to finish on the entire design, give you a few options and some edits, and it's really nifty. I've actually seen a few of these in person, and they look just as good as any other big-time magazine you see anywhere else. So really good option if you're looking to mix it up. Obviously, everybody's in this industry doing telephonic, in-person seminar selling, some of the things that we've already talked about. This is a new, refreshing way to attract a different type of member, or just a different way to get members engaged. And anything we can do to get members engaged is something we want to do always. Also, they do some geofarming postcards. They can help you identify which areas should be targeted, and they can help you expand your presence there. As you can see, this is just an example of one of the postcards that they'll also help you design. You can put your logo, your picture. If you don't have a picture, everyone on this call, I would definitely suggest any type of design flyer that I've worked with the design team to make, or any postcard, any link that we've ever done. Whenever it has a picture, it gets a lot more traction. So if you don't have a headshot, I'd definitely suggest you get one and put it on all your promotional material if you don't already, team. Another thing that Reminder will help you do, they'll help you create not only just a landing page, so they'll help you customize landing pages to capture leads, but they'll also help you with social media automation. Obviously, in this day and age where AI is taking over, if you're not using it, I personally think you're going to get left behind. I mean, you don't have to use it for every single thing you do, but it's a tool that we should be utilizing that can assist us in getting the most out of contacting members and getting in front of them. Obviously, that's what we want. We just want to get in front of the new prospect or member and then use everything we know to get that enrollment. But again, they'll help you with customizable landing pages to capture leads, with pre-made lead magnets. And for the social media automation, they have a lot of variety of options that you could choose from. And then you can populate a calendar of posts within a 30-day window in advance. So it'll automatically post different things on your social media, whether that be Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you may be using, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Shorts. If these are things that you're not utilizing right now, think outside the box. I've already seen some agencies really go deep into TikTok, and it's generating quite a few results. It's not just for the children anymore. Individuals that are turning 65 are still using social media as well, so might as well tap in. Reminder Media can help you with that if you need some assistance. Just want to go over some of the pricing with them as well. So reminder, they do have a activation fee, which is normally $299, but going through this partnership with Pinnacle, we'll knock it down to just $99 for you. Now, for the magazines, they have two different tiers. If you're ordering more than 50 magazines, you get a bit of a discount at $4.99 each magazine. If it's anything less than 50, then it'll be the $6.99. So you can always choose which one you want to go with there. But for magazine users, you do get a discount on the digital marketing platform. For all 4 products, it's just $79.99 a month when you join in with the magazine. That's probably the best option, I would say. Doing the magazine, whether you get 50 or more, 50 or less, whatever it may be, do the magazine. It adds a certain gravitas to anybody that has a local office, that works in locations, that works in the field. Having a magazine with your picture on is really nice. And then, of course, you get a discounted rate for the digital marketing platform at only $79.99 a month, versus non-magazine users. You still have access to the digital marketing platform for all 4 products. It'll just be at the $119.99 per month rate there. So at your discretion, I would say if you're going to use one, get the magazine and get the digital marketing platform. Take advantage of it. Again, even if you use it for a few months, we know that it'll render some good results for you. It's going to get your name out there across the internet and just get you in touch with more clients that you never got in touch with before. So Reminder Media, great partner right there. Would definitely suggest them if you're looking for a different way of marketing yourself that you may not have before. Now, with some other opportunities as well, we obviously have Facebook leads. Facebook is still a great option. A lot of T65 individuals still are on Facebook and Medicare recipients. We do help with T65 lead lists for individuals that will be turning 65 in the next upcoming months. But more of the grassroots marketing with senior centers and food pantries. If you need any assistance in finding some of these locations, reach out to Pinnacle. We can get you in touch with your local carrier market representative and identify if this is a good fit for you and what some of these grassroots marketing opportunities will be. Again, any festivals or events. The other day I was at a local farmers market and I saw an agent, singular agent with their tent, tremendous traction, had at least 4 or 5 people at their tent just answering questions. And this was post AEP. So this was actually last week and still had a lot of people there. So I'd imagine that that person's following up with them for OEP. But get yourself out there, team. Again, if you don't take advantage of this grassroots marketing opportunities, really, you're just going to stagnate. I think that getting out there, one thing you can quantify is the amount of referrals that you'll get when meeting some of these grassroots opportunities when selling in person. And then, of course, with the carrier retail partnership, if you do not have a relationship with your local carrier representative from one of the major carriers, if you don't know who they are, reach out to Pinnacle. If you're with us or not, we'll get you in touch. We'll make these introductions because that's another avenue of support that you should definitely tap into. As long as you are selling compliantly and selling the carriers, they will always support you as well. I used to be one of these former carrier representatives, so as long as we see you're selling the right way and continuing to grow, they will always offer you the support that you need and deserve. But with that, just want to open the floor here. I'm going to click on the questions tab, see if I have any questions. Oh, let me go back to that. So it looks like we are good to go. We don't have any questions, but really with that, team, I'm going to leave my contact information. Should any of you have any questions at all, please visit the Pinnacle website, pfsinsurance.com, or you can contact us directly. That 7726 extension is my direct extension. Again, my name is JC Giraldi. I'm one of the regional sales directors. Really want to thank everybody for taking the time to join this webinar. I know we're busy. I know AEP is done, but OEP is in full mix. So appreciate the time you've given us. Please reach out to us for any questions or any additional information on the lead vendors we discussed today. And you have a tremendous, tremendous rest of your day and a successful and safe 2026. Have a good day, everybody.